right, everyone. I'm going to wrap up the show right here. I want to talk about Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Did anyone pay attention to the NFL trading deadline? I know I did. And there wasn't a whole lot of flashy moves made, but once again, the Green Bay Packers, they just don't get it. They don't get it. Let me just say this. Green Bay is a very good football team. They're a team that very well could win the Super Bowl. In fact, they're 6-2 on the year. Aaron Rodgers, at times, has looked like the NFL MVP in 2020. He's been playing great. He's been accurate, efficient, throwing the ball down the field. It looks like he's having fun. Aaron Jones, he's a really good running back. Devontae Adams, he's a star wide receiver. Might be the best wide receiver in all of football right now. He's that good. The offensive line is very good. And the defense, they have good enough players. I'm not saying Green Bay's defense is great, but they've got some pretty good players. Jair Alexander, Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith, Kevin King, Kenny Clark, they're good players. But see, here's the thing, man. I saw Green Bay get pushed around by Tampa Bay. I saw holes wide open for Dalvin Cook versus the Green Bay defense a couple of weeks ago. I saw the 49ers absolutely push the Green Bay Packers around last year. And I'm really disappointed that Green Bay did not make a move at the trading deadline. I'm sorry, people, but if Green Bay thinks for 1 second that they can go into battle versus New Orleans again, versus Tampa Bay again, and roll out the same exact roster, listen, I'm not saying all hope is lost because Green Bay is a talented football team. For what it's worth, they did beat New Orleans earlier in the year, but it's asking a lot from that coaching staff, and it's asking a lot on the part of Aaron Rodgers to go into battle with the team currently constructed because this team is very Aaron Rodgers dependent, and I don't know if this team can bail Aaron Rodgers out if he struggles. In fact, that's been Green Bay's problem for the last decade or so. Outside of winning the Super Bowl in 2011 versus Pittsburgh, Green Bay's come up short time and time again because they're way too Aaron Rodgers dependent, and at times they just run into teams that are better than them. And I'm sorry, but right now, New Orleans, outside the quarterback position, I know Green Bay's a good team, but New Orleans, they're pretty stacked, okay? Tampa Bay, we saw that movie unfold earlier in the year. I know Green Bay probably can beat Seattle, but Seattle, they added Carlos Dunlap. In fact, other teams, look at the other teams that are just as good, if not better than Green Bay. Baltimore, they added Yannick Ngakoue at the trading deadline. Tennessee, they added Desmond King at the trading deadline. The New Orleans Saints, they added Quan Alexander. Pittsburgh, they added Avery Williamson. Detroit, of all teams, a team that should be tanking, they felt the need to make a move. They said, let's add Everson Griffin. The 49ers, they made a move. Tampa Bay, they added Antonio Brown. And meanwhile, Green Bay, their front office says, hey, we got Aaron Rodgers. He can save us. We can do no wrong. We're content with the roster we have. Wouldn't it have been nice for Green Bay to maybe give Aaron Rodgers a Will Fuller or even a Randall Cobb who's familiar with the offense in the first place because he played in Green Bay a couple years ago, or a Kenny Stills, or a Jamison Crowder, or an AJ Green maybe? That would have helped because outside Devontae Adams on that roster, I'm sorry, people. I know Green Bay scored a bunch of points, but eventually Aaron Rodgers, he might run out of gas. I'm sorry, but if you're relying on Allen Lazard and Marquez Valdes-Scantling to make plays for you in the playoffs, boy, that's asking a lot. That's asking a lot, man. It really is. It's asking a lot from Aaron Rodgers and the coaching staff. And Green Bay continues to hold Aaron Rodgers back from winning multiple Super Bowls because Green Bay, they're just not aggressive enough. They're not a Super Bowl caliber organization. They have a Super Bowl caliber roster because the team's pretty good, but if they didn't have Aaron Rodgers to make these guys look good, if they did not have such a great head coach in Matt LaFleur, this team would be in the tank because there's other teams that are making moves, and Green Bay, they're just staying pat and saying, yeah, we'll rely on Josiah DeGuara, A.J. Dillon, and Jordan Love to help us this year. Those were the first 3 draft picks for Green Bay in the 2020 NFL Draft, and none of them have contributed this year. Good luck with your draft picks, Green Bay. Why not give up a second or a third or even a first round pick for an impactful player? Even if you don't want to add an offensive weapon, maybe go out and get some defensive help. Green Bay just does not make enough moves to strike me that they're helping out Aaron Rodgers to the max. When you have a generational talent in Aaron Rodgers, you need to make every type of move possible to help him out, because I guarantee you, if the other players do their part for Aaron Rodgers, he will deliver you a Super Bowl. In fact, the last time Aaron Rodgers had a top 5 defense, it only happened one time. Oh, it was in 2011. Guess what? He won the Super Bowl. Okay? Green Bay continues to hold Aaron Rodgers back from winning multiple Super Bowls. And listen, Green Bay, they have a good chance to win the Super Bowl this year. They're a very good team. But Green Bay, if they come up short, it's probably going to most likely be because they can't handle the physicality of a New Orleans or a Tampa Bay. And it might be because they just might not be good enough. And that falls on the organization. Green Bay continues to hold Aaron Rodgers back from winning multiple Super Bowls. Green Bay is not a free agent destination. You know, their organization continues to not make trades. They don't make enough big, splashy moves. You know, and listen, when Aaron Rodgers goes to an NFC title game, they draft his replacement, potentially, because Jordan Love, we don't know if he's going to be the replacement for Aaron Rodgers. But the Packers this past year drafted Aaron Rodgers' potential successor rather than getting him help to try and win another Super Bowl. And by the way, the Kansas City Chiefs, do you really think they needed Le'Veon Bell? I don't think they needed Le'Veon Bell. Guess what? They signed him anyway. You want to know why? Because they said, let's ensure that we win Super Bowl 55. Because, you know, these opportunities only come by once in a lifetime. So, again, Green Bay, I don't know what you're doing. You continue to hold Aaron Rodgers back from winning multiple Super Bowls, and it's really unfortunate because I see guys like Eli Manning, Big Ben Roethlisberger, you know, Tom Brady winning more Super Bowls than Aaron Rodgers. And I look at Aaron Rodgers and I say, he's the best to ever do it as far as throwing the football. Just talent-wise. He's the best quarterback of all time. Not the greatest, not the most accomplished, but he's the most talented and the best quarterback of all time. And ultimately, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't win multiple Super Bowls, that falls ultimately on Green Bay's organization. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juiciest Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juiciest Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God-blessed day, and I'm out.